Hey Soul Tribe! How's everyone doing after that eclipse? New moon, total solar eclipse. Wow. Whew. Energy was intense, right? I'm still feeling it. We are still in the eclipse season, and July 16th will be the full moon eclipse, a partial lunar eclipse. I'll be talking more about that in the next video. This video, I'm going to be talking about the Mercury retrograde that's coming up. It's like, how much can we take, right? So, we're already in this eclipse season, right? Which is, it's a shift, it's a portal, it's a change. I mean, when you witness a total solar eclipse, like if you were there in the States, August 17th last year, wow, or 2 years ago, my bad, 2 years ago now, but wow, to witness complete darkness covering the sun. It became night, you know, the bugs came out, everything shifted. It's like time is warped. It's a time warp. So it's very interesting, right? We have this time warp and we have this shift, and energetically where I am, I feel a huge shift. I feel a huge shift internally, and I feel a huge shift externally also in my reality, in my world, in my community. Internally, I feel slowed down. I feel exhausted. And I feel emotional. And it's all of this Cancer energy. Is anyone else feeling like emotional and almost dramatic? It's like my inner mind is feeling a lot of drama. The moon just passed over Mars and Mercury in Leo. So, whoa, yeah. So much emotional drama. So let's get into what's happening this week. So Mercury retrograde is going to be happening July 7th if you're in the States or South America, and then it will be July 8th on the other side of the world where I'm in Bali. It's going to be about 5:14 a.m. exactly, July 8th in Bali. So what is that, like 2:14 p.m. Pacific time? So Mercury retrograde, this is a time to go within. This is a time to slow down. Some astrologers like to say it's not business as usual, right? So we're not moving forward in the same way. We have many other planets in retrograde as well right now. Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto. Uranus will go into retrograde later and later in the summer. So yeah, Mercury, what does Mercury rule? Mercury rules communication, so there can be a lot of miscommunication. Mercury rules business, like I said, so business is slowed down. It's not a time to force things forward. Mercury is speedy, the fastest planet, right? But he's moving backwards now, so it's a time to reflect. It's a time to reflect on what's been going on in our mind? What has our mind been creating for the past few months? Let's take a pause. Mercury's going to pause and go in the other direction, at least visually, to our perception, right? And perception is everything. So let's look at what has our perception, what has our perspective been creating. Do we like the way we've been behaving? Do we like the way we've been acting? Do we like what we've been creating? Are we happy with the world around us? Are we happy internally within ourselves? And sure, you know, life is a roller coaster or a box of chocolates, however you want to see it. But there's going to be highs, there's going to be, the yummy good flavors, and there's going to be lows. And that's like the Shakti. But there's always the Shiva. That center point. I am peace and I am bliss. So yes, there's going to be highs, there's going to be lows. We can get really addicted to the highs. I want to stay there forever, and feel really depressed by the lows. What's going on? But can we remain in the highs and the lows? Can we remain in that Shiva state, that center, that all-knowing, that I am bliss, I am everything. I am nothing. I am God. I am goddess. I'm here. I'm so grateful to be here and now. That was my mantra. That was my prayer to the sun this morning as it was rising. On top of everything else I was expressing my gratitude for, it was just like, wow, I'm so grateful to be here and now. Here and now. So yeah, Mercury retrograde, time to go within. It's a slowing down. Maybe we're not going to see ourselves move forward as much as we would like to, or our mind wants us to, you know. It's a time to slow down, so let's be with that. Let's be okay with the slowing down. We also have Saturn on the south node, which, wow, that's slowing us down so much. Saturn and Capricorn, a building sign, a manifesting earth sign, Saturn there. This is slow movement. Sure, we're still making slow progression. We're still moving towards our aim, towards our goals, towards our destiny. But we're slowing down. Jupiter is retrograde in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the arrow. How we direct our fire, our aim, what are we aiming for? But he's also moving backwards. So this is a serious, serious time of reflection. I'm laughing that I'm saying serious because, you know, we live in the cosmic joke, but apparently I just learned that July 3rd through July 7th, every year a portal opens a gateway opens, a portal opens in our connection to Sirius. So we're feeling serious more right now, so everything's very serious. Very serious, but not really. Let's be playful. Let's enjoy our lives, right? You know, but let us slow down. Sometimes we're uncomfortable slowing down, so let us be like, oh, rest is okay, slowing down is okay, reflecting is okay, contemplating is okay, sitting and doing nothing is okay. That's what meditation teaches us, right? You know, just being is okay. We don't always have to do, which is what a Gemini person or a Gemini quality or the sign Mercury rules Gemini, he wants to run ahead. So be okay. Let your mind accept slowing down. It can be a bit hard for some of us, a bit challenging when we're so used to just running through life. What else is going on? So we have Mercury retrograde, July 7th, July 8th. We also have, like I said earlier, we have so much energy in Cancer, and then we have a lot of energy in Leo also. So it's a very interesting, we have Cancer, water, and we have Leo, fire. So in Leo, we have Mercury and Mars. Sorry, I'm like completely forgetting where I am. We have Mercury and Mars at the beginning of Leo. They're actually going to be conjunct, basically. They'll be 1 degree apart. So they're together right now in Leo. So they're acting as one, in a sense, our spiritual warrior and our mind in Leo, the sign of creative expression, the sign of the lion, the only beast in all the zodiac. And what does this beast represent? Force, fire, strength. And the beast can either, it's very connected to our desires, and our desires can eat us alive, or they can lead us on this beautiful pathway toward destiny. It depends. Are we living out of fear, fight or flight, or are we living out of love? And then Lion, Leo, is the leader. The leader from the heart space. Leo is all about the heart space, right? So we've got all this fire. The moon just passed over there. I was feeling it. Leo is drama also. Comedy, performance, all of this performance. Leo energy feels like it should always be seen. It wants so much attention. And I don't know about you gods and goddesses, but I've really been feeling like, wow, I'm seeking validation from my outside world. Why do I feel I need this so much? And I'm like, oh, of course, moon, Mercury, Mars, they're all right together in Leo. I want this attention from the outside world. I'm craving attention. But why is my attention on the outside world? What if I put my attention to the inside world, which is exactly what Mercury retrograde is telling us to do. It's going to happen naturally. We can fight it because all of these planets live within us, these energies live within us. Or we can just go with it. We can work with the cosmos. Let us work with the cosmos. So I realized I can put my attention on the outside world and crave attention back, or I can put the attention on my work, my internal work, my goals, my projects. I don't need them to manifest right now. In Mercury retrograde, it's not necessarily the time to launch a business or launch a project, but it's the back end work. So can we do the back end work, and can we really focus this month on what that is? Refocus, reflect. Can we revisualize, okay, I've been doing all of these things, I've been moving forward, and now Mercury is retrograde, moving backward. So did I like that? Did I not like that? Let's take an inventory and let's see, okay, this is the way I want to move forward once Mercury is moving forward again. But let's come into that reflection, that review. So yeah, lots of fire, but it's internal. And do we want to seek that attention from the outside, or do we want to put the attention on our sacred mission? That's Mars, right, in Leo. Our sacred mission, my sacred mission, I can put the attention there. I don't have to crave the attention from the outside. And attention, what is that? It's focus. And so we have like these two aspects of Leo, focus and force. I was talking about this one with my teacher the other day, and I was like, I feel so unfocused lately. I need to refocus. I feel like that's what the energies are guiding me to do right now, but I feel a bit chaotic. The eclipse is just kind of like, just turned me upside down a bit. I mean, time changed. It was night and day within a few moments. So I'm like, how do I regain my focus? But she reminded me not to force it. And this was huge because I realized, wow, like force is an attribute of Leo. Fierceness, ferocity, the lion. But Mercury's going retrograde. We can't force anything right now. We just need to surrender. It's like the Hanged Man in the tarot. Just surrender. Neptune is in Pisces. Let's just surrender to the flow. To the flow. To the Tao. It's not a time to force. It's not a time to force. But it is a time to focus. We can still focus on our desires, on our passions, on our goals, aspirations, on our sacred mission. What is your sacred mission? What is my sacred mission? So the moon is going to be in Virgo. It's moving into Virgo today, and it's going to be in Virgo for the Mercury retrograde as well. So I love this because Moon and Leo, with Mercury and Mars, it was a bit too much drama for me. Mentally, I was like, where's my Shiva? I'm feeling a little bit chaotic. I'm feeling like I'm dramatic, and I'm not sure why. I wasn't necessarily projecting it, but I felt it internally, like, what's going on? But now, the moon is in Virgo, so this is grounding, and the moon is opposite Neptune and Pisces, and this is for the Mercury retrograde exactly. The moon will be opposite Neptune and Pisces, and I love this because Neptune and Pisces is like the highest highs, so high. It's like this unconditional love, this spirituality. What is my art form? What is my service to spirit? It's so high. It's the highest high. It's beautiful. But Virgo is the opposite end of that. It's like, boom, yeah, I'm grounded. I'm here on Earth. So can we ground that high high? Can we ground it to the earth and be practical? And what is Virgo? Virgo is sacred service. They're both service to spirit in shamanic astrology, which I absolutely love shamanic astrology and the way Daniel and Castell look at everything and talk about everything. They're amazing. If you haven't checked it out, shamanic astrology, they're amazing teachers. But yeah, so we have Virgo in the ground. So can we ground that high? Can we ground our sacred mission, our vision, and make it practical? And can we reflect, okay, what are the practical things I need to do? What is the back end work I need to do in this Mercury retrograde so that when Mercury is moving forward again, boom, I can move forward again. We're also in the eclipse right now. It's the eclipse window, and it's just crazy. I don't know how you're all feeling, but the friends I'm talking to, it's like we're low energy. We just feel our bodies differently. Like everything is shifting. We're in a huge shift. So allow that shift. Don't fight it. Listen to the body. What does the body need right now? And give the body what it needs, because the body knows. So we also have so much going on in Cancer, right? So we have all this Leo, drama, fire, force, focus. So much fire. What do we do with that fire when we have so much in Cancer also? And I feel like the Cancer, this water, it's kind of like watering down the fire is what I was feeling at first. But I mean, water and fire, it's like heat and water. It's like boiling, right? So like we've got this hot boiling water. And what is Cancer about? I've been talking a lot about Cancer because we have the North Node, and for Mercury retrograde, North Node, which is our spiritual evolution, the sun is going to be right with the North Node. The sun, our spirit, our fuel. So boom, yeah, we're moving in a Cancerian direction. What is that? It's what are we nursing? What are we nurturing? Are we connected to our inner child and our inner mother? Cancer is the cosmic mother. She's also the inner child. So are we connected to both of these? And Venus just moved into Cancer. What's Venus about? Harmony, relationship. So I'm tuning into that. We really need to heal this relationship between the inner mother and the inner child. Are we listening to our inner child? Are we ever even putting any attention, any focus on our inner child? What does she want? What does he want? This is important because the inner child is the inner artist, the inner visionary, the inner psychic. Let's connect to that spirit. But the inner mother also needs to be there, because if we're just living out the inner child all the time, we get exhausted, you know? The inner child wants to play and play and play. But the inner mother is like, okay, you know, you had your time to play. Now it's time to focus on work. Now it's time to eat a healthy meal. Now it's time to take some sacred space. And the inner mother is there, you know, checking the child. Okay, let's make sure we manage our time correctly. Let's make sure we do have time to play and to work, to sing and to dance, but also to focus on what our spiritual work is here on the planet. Also to make money, also to do all the things we need to do to be able to live on this planet Earth. The mother needs to be there. Okay, you need to rest at these hours or you're gonna not feel so great tomorrow. You know, you need to take time away from work. You need to take time away from play. Time management. So we have the inner mother, the inner child. Let us heal that relationship. This energy is trying to, not trying, it's square, actually. It's in a square right now to Chiron and Aries. Yes, Venus is in a square, so it's 90 degrees to Chiron and Aries. Chiron and Aries, I am healing. But Chiron and Aries is like, I am healing, sounds so great, but it's also like, oh, I have to figure out who I am and how to heal, and I have to dig up these wounds, and there's so much freaking karma coming up right now, and the wounds are painful, and we're breaking our hearts open right now. And a broken heart is like, oh, that's so sad. It's like, no, we're not breaking our heart. We're breaking the walls around our heart, and we need to do this, because why do we have these walls? Sure, boundaries. Tell people how to respect you. but are you putting up a wall and not opening your heart to the abundance of the spirit, to the abundance of the divine, to the abundance of your community? We need to open the heart, and that's scary. It's painful, breaking down a wall. Whew. They're doing construction next to my house right now. It's freaking loud because they're breaking. They're breaking shit down. So it can be painful, but it's like, oh, it feels so good too once we let a little bit more in, just a little bit more in. We let it in, we love, we feel it. Yes, I am feeling, I am healing. Cancer is all about feeling. That's why so many of us are feeling so emotional. And then dramatic with the Leo energy in there, like internally. It doesn't mean we're expressing drama, but it's like, what is our mind attaching to? Are we trying to grab towards things? Are we trying to force things? Are we craving outside validation, outside attention? Oh, look at me, look at me. We have a trine with Mercury and Mars to Chiron and Aries. That's where the trine is. So it's energy flowing very fluidly. It's very easy in the trine. It's considered good energy flow, which just means it's easy, it's happening. It's not friction. It's not like the 90-degree where it's like, oh, is transmutation gonna occur or not? Can I heal or not? It's just flowing. So it's like this look at me flowing, which like, who needs to look at me? I need to look at me. Let's look at ourselves. Let's go within. Mercury retrograde. Let's look within and let's ground. Moon in Virgo. Let us ground. Let's bring in the heights of Neptune and Pisces, that spiritual aspiration. Let's bring that in. Let's ground it and let's reflect. Let's reflect. What is my sacred mission and how can I practically achieve that? How can I practically make the moves this year, this month, these months? How can I keep stepping forward? And it doesn't mean we need to run. Pauses are the most beautiful thing. Pause the in-between moments. Take a deep breath. And pause, because then in that pause, in that in-between, we can actually see what we're doing. We have the observer there. We have the reflection. If we just keep doing and never pause, how do we know what we're doing is aligned? We need to keep checking in. Check in with spirit. Is this aligned? Check in with the signs around you, with your emotions, with your feelings. How are you feeling? Are you opening? Are you receiving? And it's like we have this dichotomy right now. We have Venus and the North Node and the Sun all in Cancer. So much feminine. Venus in Cancer. Boom. That's the great cosmic mother. And Venus, the feminine, the goddess, the Pachamama, the Mother Earth, the Empress. And then we have Mars in Leo. So much masculinity, force, aggression, the mission, even if it's a sacred mission, the warrior, can be intense, you know, and these are actually just about 30 degrees apart from each other. So in a sense, they're blind to each other. If they were sitting at the round table, two people next to each other, you have to turn your head, right, to see that person. So in astrology, we consider that being blind. It's an inconjunct. Because usually you're just seeing the person directly across from you. Like Neptune and Virgo, Moon and Virgo, they're going to be directly across. They're talking, you know, this is a conversation. But with Venus in Cancer and Mars in Leo, it's like they're not seeing each other. And another huge theme of this eclipse is all about healing the masculine and the feminine. Healing the masculine and the feminine. Chiron in Aries is also all about healing the masculine energy, because Aries, Mars is the ruler of Aries, so it's all about healing that masculinity energy, the masculine energy within us. And then with Cancer, Capricorn, astrologers look at it differently. We can look at Capricorn as the superior man and Cancer is the superior woman, or the great cosmic mother and the great father. But Capricorn is also a feminine sign. So some astrologers look at Capricorn as the great cosmic mother, and then Cancer will read for the father. So either way, everything has yin and yang within it. You know, it's a bit arbitrary. We all have masculine and feminine. The sun isn't only masculine, it's masculine and feminine. There's solar goddesses and gods. The moon isn't only feminine. There's lunar gods and goddesses. Think of Shiva and Krishna. They all have the moon. So everything has yin and yang. We all have yin and yang, and it's all a fractal reality. So masculine and feminine live everywhere. But it is this time of healing and balancing that masculine and feminine. Are we balanced? The body is always working to balance us, no matter what. It's always working to save our lives and to balance us. Can we align with that? Can we align with that mentally? Okay, I'm going to balance. I see that I'm so yin. Can I balance? Can I bring my masculine energy up to meet that? Because how great is a relationship between two equal partners as opposed to an excessive yang, and then excessive yin, you know, or excessive yin, excessive yang, or imbalance, not enough yin, not enough yang. However we want to look at it, I think you get what I'm saying, is like, let's balance that. Like, and when is the right moment to be yang, to be yang? When is the right moment to be yin? Can I craft my life? Can I craft my word? Can I craft my way in a way that I'm using both energies in the right moment, in divine timing? Okay, I need to get some work done. I'm going to be super yang right now. Okay, inner mother checks me. I need to rest right now. I'm going to be super yin right now. I need to relax. So, Mercury retrograde. Let us go within, you know? Let us go within and ground. Let us put the attention on ourselves. Let us nurture ourselves. Let us listen to our body. Sun, spirit, and North Node of the moon are both there in Cancer. Venus is in Cancer. Let us heal the relationship between our inner mother and inner child, or at least start to realize that we have both of these essences within us. Let us talk to them. What do they need? Are they balanced? Are they in sync? Is one taking over and not the other? We need to balance inner mother, inner child. Balance inner feminine, inner masculine. Coming into balance. And let us reflect on that. Let us really, really reflect on that. Let us allow ourselves to pause and to breathe and to come back to that bliss state. I am bliss. I am bliss. I'm so grateful. I am bliss. I'm so grateful. I'm here and now. I'm so grateful for the abundance of my community. I'm so grateful for the abundance of love in this world. And if I'm not feeling it, I'm looking at those wounds, I'm looking at those triggers, and I'm opening because I desire to receive love. We desire to receive love. Let us receive. Venus is in Cancer. Let us receive. And let us remember the emotions, the drama, the mental. You know, the sine wave is always happening. This is the world. This is our lives. But can we connect to that center? Can we come back into center and be like, okay, this is a high moment. Okay, this is a low moment. I'm okay. I'm always okay. Can we connect to either way? I'm always okay. And I can enjoy both. I can enjoy myself always. I can always remember that I am peace. Thank you so much, Soul Tribe, for tuning in. I love you all. This eclipse energy. We're gonna make it through. Mercury retrograde is until the end of the month, July 1st, or August 1st, August 1st. He will station direct and start moving forward again. So August 1st is a better time to start moving forward, launching things, launching businesses. Back end time is now. reflect, and go within. I love you. Thank you. I love you. Ciao.